Right now, you're reading this. You chose to. Or did you? You woke up this morning, made decisions, what to eat, what to wear, what to do first. Every single one felt like a choice. But in 2008, a neuroscientist named John Dylan Haynes ran an experiment that should have ended the debate. He put people inside a brain scanner and asked them to press a button whenever they felt like it, left hand or right hand, their choice. Then he watched their brains, and he found something that made the scientific world go very quiet. He could predict which hand they would choose up to 10 seconds before they were aware of making any decision at all. 10 seconds. The brain had already decided. The conscious mind just hadn't been told yet. You didn't choose, you were informed. This wasn't the first time someone found this. In 1983, a scientist named Benjamin Libet ran the same basic experiment. He found a spike of brain activity he called the readiness potential that appeared 300 to 500 milliseconds before a person consciously decided to move. The decision was already happening before you knew you were deciding. Libet spent the rest of his life troubled by what he had found. He was a religious man, he believed in free will, and his own data kept telling him it might not exist. So what is actually happening when you think you're choosing? Your brain receives information, sensory input, memories, emotions, the state of your body, your blood sugar, how much sleep you got, every experience you have ever had. It processes all of it below the level of consciousness. Then it produces an output, and then, a fraction of a second later, it tells you that you decided. The feeling of choosing might just be your brain narrating a decision that was already made, like a sports commentator who watches the play happen and then explains it as if they called it. But wait, because this is where it gets complicated. The people who study this are not all on the same side. Some of them think Libet's experiment proves free will is an illusion. Others think it proves nothing of the sort. Philosopher Alfred Mealy spent years tearing apart the methodology. He pointed out that choosing when to flick your wrist in a brain scanner is not the same thing as choosing whether to quit your job or leave a relationship or tell someone the truth. Those decisions play out over hours, days, years. They involve conscious deliberation, planning, changing your mind. The brain scanner studies were only looking at the simplest possible action, a single movement, in an artificial environment. That might not tell us anything about the decisions that actually matter. And there's another problem. Even if your brain decides before you do, who is doing the deciding? You are your brain. The neurons firing in the readiness potential are not some external force controlling you from outside. They are you. They are built from every experience you've ever had, every book you read, every person who hurt you, everything you were taught to believe. When your brain makes a decision, it is drawing on the entire history of being you.